What'd you do, Paula? What did you do to them?
We have to figure out a way to stop this guy.
Thursday brings season 2 of Peacock's massive hit Dr. Death. This scripted series is based on wild but true crime stories of doctors doing some bad things.
And this new season tells the horrific story of a once celebrated world-famous surgeon who turned out to be leaving a trail of death and destruction.
Oh, can't have that. He sat down with his ex-fiancée, journalist Benita Alexander, who's played by Mandy Moore, and Benita revealed how she got caught up in his web of lies.
I think there were two things driving him. I think there's the thrill of getting away with it. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio in Catch Me If You Can. And the bigger the stakes, the bigger the thrill. A successful journalist, I think there was some sick rush in pulling this off. Not just convincing me, convincing all my friends and my family and the famous institutions, doctors, scientists, everybody.
Benita shares her story in the Netflix documentary Bad Surgeon, along with other former colleagues and families of patients who all believed at first in Dr. Paolo Macchiarini's groundbreaking new surgery.
Paolo said he needed to replace Chris's windpipe using his own stem cells. And that was just amazing.
During the height of his career, Benita was assigned to a story featuring Macchiarini and his plans to change the medical world. She says he also quickly began love-bombing her, and as much as she fought it, she fell for the charming doctor.
Being with Paolo was literally like being in a fairy tale. I mean, he flew me all over the world. Turkey, Russia, the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Greece.
Hear the waves of the sea. I love you, my love.
The couple got engaged with Macchiarini, insisting he will handle all the wedding plans, but then an article came out with allegations of scientific misconduct, claiming Macchiarini was lying about the success of the medical trials used for his groundbreaking surgeries. But when Benita questioned him, she said he always seemingly had a logical excuse, even when some of his patients began to die.
Every one of his patients that died, he always said that it had nothing to do with the artificial windpipe and that they had underlying conditions that caused their death. That was always his excuse. Somehow, when I read that article, that's when I kind of jolted awake out of my love haze and put my journalist hat back on and started investigating him.
And she quickly found that not only was there no wedding being planned, he was still married to a woman that he told Benita he left years prior. And that wasn't all he lied about.
Literally everything about the wedding was a lie. A complete, sick, twisted fabrication in his head. None of the people he claimed to have relationships with, all these celebrities he claimed he was friends with and that he was a personal doctor to, complete bull.
Soon after Benita's world came crumbling down, Macchiarini was arrested and later convicted of causing bodily harm. He was sentenced in October of this year to 30 months in prison.
The prison term, in my opinion, is not long enough. But his patients deserve something, you know, and that's the primary reason I've continued to talk about this.
Such a fascinating story right there. Season 2 of Dr. Death streams Thursday on Peacock. All right, coming up, we're at